what do we got going on for the YouTube collective today? This does feel like a new connection. This feels like somebody who was a background character in your life for a long time. This reading is for individuals who have in recent weeks, days, etc., take it as it resonates, met somebody that made your soul scream. In the moment, you didn't even know how to take it. You realized this after you separated, or were not hanging out anymore, if you will. It was unexpected. These are collective takes where resonate. So for some of you, this was, you were out with your friends and this person showed up in different ways. This could be you literally were just out somewhere and they were at the same event. You were at a group meetup and they're a friend of your friend. And for some of you, you weren't with your friends. You were at a restaurant. You were at Walmart. You were out doing errands. And you experienced a whole download just staring into somebody's eyes. What I see is a person who was not intimidated by you, but what they felt when it came to somebody sees me. They couldn't explain it. They could feel that you truly see them. They see you as a superhero. They're like, how do you do everything you do? How did I not see you before? Well, you both weren't supposed to see each other before. There could have been an attraction in the past, or there could have not. All that matters now is that the flame is there. And Spirit also needed both of you to release individuals that no longer served your romantic aspect of life, and maybe even some platonic friends, family, etc. They couldn't have you two intertwine until certain paths had already been crossed. This connection is meant to flourish into more. These are collective still, so you take what resonates. But most of you are in contact. Most of you, this ended up exchanging phone numbers, friending each other on Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat. Take it as it resonates. And your conversations are going good. It's organic. Neither feels rushed to talk about anything. Neither feels pressured to even see each other. You are both allowing this to form organically. You're having two conversations at all times. Your human selves and your higher selves. The telepathic connection. So, this person wonders how you see them. If this is just an attraction, or if there's something more that meets the eye. I sense a connection that's very protected. And very bright. You're like one of the brightest souls they have ever experienced. They don't really know how to say this stuff to you. In fact, they're scared to chase you away. It's not a scared feeling to chase you away, because they're not scared of you. It's this whole sense of a mystery. Let's just go ahead and dive into the cards and see what that means. Okay. Well, this is definitely a past, present, future pull. The past is representative of that first time you saw each other again. After the years and years of separation. When they first experienced your energy. The first meeting, instantly, it was a sense of joy. It was happy. Hey, how are you? Oh my God, it's so good to see you again. I haven't seen you in forever. They were joyful. They did not expect to feel the way they did. It was like they already knew you, but you two had like never really had a conversation. You could have had been in group conversations or etc., but the two of you, it was like, it wasn't like saying hey to somebody that you didn't know. It was like your souls had already met. They felt the raw creative energy and inspiration flow through them. I feel somebody going to their car and just sitting and being like, what am I feeling right now? Somebody wondering if they were making things up. But they were right on the money. That there is something more between you two. You were right on the money. That this is something spirit states would be worth walking miles, going over mountains together. When they got in their car, or back to their hotel, or back home, together it resonates. Self-insecurity did sit in. Oh, maybe this person's just really, really nice. Maybe they're really, really nice to everybody and I'm overlooking something. They felt a surge, though, that they could not ignore. This was the universe presenting you a rose. This is universe saying, almost, here's a second chance. I feel like you had a past life where you two got cut really short. Your relationship, for some reason, could not go all the way through. In this lifetime, this lifetime is so you can have together. So this person started receiving dreams, downloads, take it as it resonates, of what could be with you two and what was. Present energy. For a lot of you here, I'm being called to state that there's a humongous amount of you that have already gone over this part, but it's still present enough to help you understand what was going on to talk about it. And for another part of you here, you are in the midst of what I'm just about to talk about. You know the position. Take it from there. You could have gone into a moment of separation. Everything going good. You guys were messaging each other, vibing. And then out of nowhere, just like there's like a cut of communication. But you don't feel like the channel is completely off. But you're like, man, was I tripping? Did I feel something that wasn't actually there? Was this one way? You started doubting because simply there has not been communication. And maybe they're telling me like, the number 4 keeps coming to my mind. So 4 days, 4 weeks, 4 shifts even. So some of you could have started work. Oh, okay, that's a very specific message. Some of you could have started working somewhere new. And that was also a way, like this person worked with you. Like you got hired at a new job and they already worked there, or vice versa. And the whole, hey, I've never seen you, like, I haven't seen you in forever. How are you? And you actually built something this time being around each other's energy. So maybe it's been like 4 shifts or 4 days or 4 Even 4 hours. 4 hours is a short time to not be talking. I'm just stating. Someone needed to hear that. What I see right now, those scattered thoughts, do not let them get the best of you. The reason that they went either into separation, I don't even want to say separation, because it's like a momentary safety retreat. It was to collect themselves. They are busy. They have a lot going on in their life. So do you. Your soul wouldn't feel this way. You don't make things up. And it's not that you're picky, but you don't settle in love. Right now, there has been no chance missed. This whole lifetime is about redemption. As we speak, this person truly wants to contact you, but they're also like making sure, what I just got a chill message of, does this person have me like under a spell? This collective takes what resonates. Some of them could just saying that as an interpretation, like, damn, I feel so much for this person. Am I like under a spell? And some of you, they could have actually wondered, because paranoia. What I sense is a person in front of me that would never do that. A person in front of me that understands you don't mess with a person's freedom of will. A person, though, that understands you can't make this type of feeling up either. At this moment, they see you as this extremely nurturing, elegant source. And you help people with perception. You help people see in between the lines and things. Like having a conversation with you is not mundane. Instantly, you open up people's mind and say things they've never heard before. They have faded away from a lot of insecurity. That's where a lot of this stemmed from. This separation that you either just, this momentary rest that you just came out of or are currently in. However it resonates, this is your future together. You are a very charming source, and they're loving this about you. There's going to be deep flirtation. I sense slowly opening up a book. So you will be receiving a message. You will be receiving somebody who is going to face their fear of being backstabbed or stabbed in the heart again. Their last relationship was difficult, and it took them a lot to separate from it. Whoever they were with in the past was like kind of micromanaging, an impulsive person, could have had an ability to go mute on them, or even I'm hearing a lot of yelling. It's imperative for you to know their triggers, their wounds, and vice versa. Your future is talking about this stuff. They feel so safe with you to talk about these very sensitive topics. And for you to show them you're the farthest from that. And you're honored and grateful to be a comforting space for them. And them for you. Spirit stating you in the future, your energy is this inner confidence. Understanding Spirit guided you away from so many other connections because they no longer served, because Spirit also knew there was something better fit for you. And Spirit didn't care in those moments if it pissed you off, because they only care about your highest good. And if your highest good involves having a moment of you being pissed off, they're going to do it. You won this battle. And when I say you won this battle, I'm talking about in here. I'm talking about your self-worth. I'm talking about your self-control and your confidence. Your self-love. You won. They want you to be ready for this person to be very easily I'm making sure I'm wording this the correct way. You will be able to notice very easily that this person, definitely, when their anxiety becomes so overwhelming. I'm just feeling a person, that's all Spirit kept saying to me is, it's about anxiety, Matt, it's about anxiety. This person ever wants to be put in a corner again. And remember, your person you're supposed to have another level of sensitivity for. Spirit wants you to know it's going to take time of you simply being who you are and waking up every day, not changing that, only progressing together, for them to fully feel like I can jump fully into this and it's not a trap. Spirit stating that you too are going to take time. This is not happening overnight. You are not rushing into a relationship. But there's something more. And by you simply being yourself and not letting your fear cloud your judgment, your fear cloud your spiritual abilities, your intuition, you're solid. X marks the spot. And this person, you're both awakened to what a snake is. You're both awakened to not staying distracted by shits and rainbows, if you will. You're two people that very understand that spirituality is far from kumbaya all the time. Don't get me wrong, there is that aspect, of course there is, but spirituality, being awoken, means you see everything of this world, but you choose to only accept certain things into your heart and soul. That doesn't mean you deflect what needs to be upgraded in this existence. You just simply only allow certain things to hit you like a brick, and then you allow what you resonate with to soak into you like a sponge. That's what I have for you today. Now it's time to talk about the Spiritual Colorado Adventure that I'm hosting August 11th through August 16th in the Rocky Mountains. This trip is just as much spiritual as it is physical. Every single one of the 6 days, I have a spiritual workshop in place that dives into multiple different topics of spirituality. Some examples: guided energy readings, where you and I would go one-on-one away from the found family, just for however long your reading is, and dive into what energy did you come into the trip with, what are we going to help you expand, and what needs to be released. From there on, we'll have Divination Day, Spiritual Alchemy Day, Teaching You Tarot Day, and so much more. Every single person's being gifted a spiritual gift basket from yours truly. There's going to be a bunch of divination tools in it, but also the first prints ever of my tarot/oracle decks. They're currently in production, and it's going to be a while until they're ready to be sold. So everybody that comes on this trip are going to be the first ones that see it, have them in their hands, and get to take them home. I currently have 2 available spots for the early bird discount. That is $200 off the order, off the trip. And I only have 5 spots still available. If you are wanting to join this trip, I highly suggest you get on it now, while you still can. Any questions you have, do not hesitate to send me a message at contact@offprintmint.com. You can get to the website, the trip link, in any of my social media platforms and all over my website. If you go into also because this is a YouTube collective, if you go into the bio right underneath me, it's literally listed right there too. Lastly, but not leastly, we're going to talk about Patreon. Over on my Patreon, every single week, they receive 2 extra videos that are center focused on divine feminine and divine masculine nature within yourself. My Patreon love messages flow through. I don't channel them out. But that's not the center focus for me with my Patreons. My Patreons, it's about self-love. It's about like teaching you how to understand yourself, spiritual guidance when it comes to law of attraction, self-control. It's about yourself, and it's about helping you prepare for what feminine and masculine energy is coming your way, and what feminine and masculine energy spirit's stating to give to the world. And we all have feminine and masculine energy within us. Masculine is your willpower, your go-getter attitude, your self-composure. And your feminine is your nurture, your compassion, your sympathy. Another thing, and that starts at tier 1. That's $5 a month. Up from there, I do so much more. The next big thing I like to tell you about Patreon, which is dope. Every single month, I give away 2 video chat readings. That's valued at $388.88. It's an hour long. Tier 3 to 7 are eligible. Tier 3 is $15 a month. Every single month, 2 people win that. I have the April one up now. April 18th is when I'm going to pick the next 2 winners for that video chat reading giveaway. And tier 7 is where the tarot teaching starts. Every single week for the tier 7 students and also my apprentices, which is a totally separate thing. They receive a tarot guidance video that dives into so many different key factors, explaining every single card, how they work together as companion cards, different types of spreads, how to charge, what crystals and divination tools you should use with certain intentioned readings, and so much more. If you are feeling called to join, I highly suggest you go check out my Patreon. That is also linked here in the bio and on all of my social media platforms and on my website. That is simply Patreon at Uncle Bronze. Patreon at Uncle Bronze. My Twitch is Twitch at Uncle Bronze Official. Alrighty, guys, that's what I got for y'all today. And I'll see you when I see you. Let's get it. Okay, so I totally forgot about these cards until I shuffled these cards back. I was like, I didn't even touch these. But there's a reason for everything. Everything happens the way it's supposed to. I'm going to put this part after my credit scene. The ones who stay after my credit scene, that's who this is for. It's completely expanding off the future. This is expanding off a future thing. This is going to be hot. I don't have feeling in my fingertips anyways, barely. Okay. Anyways. Now, let's go ahead and see what these cards were. Okay. For the person that's still here, this is much sooner than you'd think. The people that already exited out, most of the people that were already exited out of here are in these states of that separation being a little bit longer and being more, in just the sense of peace at fate that you've already gone through. If you're still here, this means you're right at the finish line. They want you to know you're going to have 4 conversations. These are your next 4 conversations. Some of them are going to be lighthearted and some of them are going to be deeper. A conversation, and these are collectives, so it takes what resonates. They're not going to be in this order for all of you. Some of them, it could be this order, but they're going to be for the next 4 big conversations you have, and organically they will align. The first big thing, which I don't feel this is going to be the first conversation for most of you. I feel like this could be like the 3rd to like 4th. It is about how they are scared to be hurt again, but you are worth the risk. They don't know how they ever go with me here. They're like, I don't know how I ever didn't realize that other people I was with were not loving me correctly. And you love, or if no matter if you guys say the word love or not at this point, because collective taste resonates, I've never had someone care about me and show me and make me feel special the way you do. And if all those people hurt me, if you hurt me, I don't know how I'm going to take that. But you know what? You're worth it. I'm trusting my gut and I'm leaping into this. And I'm telling you this because I'm not afraid to be vulnerable with you. Just don't mess with my heart. And I feel the strength within them. I feel the strength within you to say, I will show you. My words and my actions align. I have faith in us. There's going to be a surprise event together, a date. This could be a conversation you have towards the end of that date. The next thing that is to happen. They have been used to people. They're a very simplistic person. They're going to state, I don't need big, extravagant things, expensive. I just want to be cared for. Big events, like taking them out for elegant dinners and etc. At the beginning, if it's a lot, it would be like kind of overwhelming to them. But I do see your meetings being more than a cup of coffee. I sense that one of your love languages is gift giving. We have a receiving love language and a giving love language. A lot of people forget about the receiving. I sense yours are word of affirmation, acts of service, meaning something as simple as, hey, I'm getting up to get water. Do you want anything? Hey, I'm at the store. Do you want anything? How was your day? Your back hurts? Can I rub it for you? That's what acts of service are. And like everybody likes being given gifts organically. But this person, it will take time for them to get used to that there's no motive behind why you give a gift other than you want to make them feel special and because you want it to. Make sure that this is a conversation, honestly, between the guides right now and just you. This is more of to let you know that when you want to give this person a bouquet, give them a rose at first. There will be a day when you can take them out and give them the whole bouquet, give them the whole flower shop, if you will. Another thing I feel that the conversation will be about is how they've had to cut down on spending. So there's a chance that they are saving up for something or have not the ability to really do extravagant things right now. But that doesn't matter. Another thing I'm feeling is this person may have a little bit of insecurity. You may make more money than them, or just take it as it resonates. It doesn't matter. All money is being able to understand how to make this world work in your favor. How to be high vibrational and attract in what you're deserving of. And the key to that is a lot of people are deserving of so much more than they have. But they don't tell the universe that. And if you don't tell the universe that, if you don't really believe it and you don't practice taking care of yourself, that only allows so much to come to you. But when you embrace who you are, you love yourself and you take care of yourself, you open up doors. You, with the law of attraction, bring in new opportunities. This person is very successful, and they are in the midst of that part of life with repelling away self-deprecating thoughts and etc. A conversation you two are going to have is, I love, this feels like you two already being on a date. Maybe even the second date, etc. And them stating, I love how you don't feel like you have to buy my affection. I love how everything you do has a deeper meaning. This person would love going to a picnic at a beautiful spot much more than dressing up and spending hundreds of dollars at a restaurant. There will be time for that one day. They love the simplicity you bring. Another thing you're going to talk about is the poker face that they gave you for a while. They're like, yeah, I pretend. It's not the pretend. They're like, yeah, I wasn't sure if you liked me that way. I wasn't sure if I was overreading things, so I had to put on this face that I wasn't about you. And that's where that separation, they're talking about why they went into separation. And you're going to talk about, I was at peace with fate. Like, I could feel it. All I knew is I was sending your energy of, you're welcome back whenever. And that I want you to be here because you want to be here, not because you feel forced. They're going to talk about how even when they went into that form of separation or rest period from you, they always had their minds on you. And they could even have been pretty incognito, looking at your social media and etc. because they wanted to be connected to you. I tell people all the time, a message not coming for a while is the farthest thing from a person not wanting you. Don't get me wrong, there are times it's like that, not this. The next conversation you're going to have is they want to take this slow. It has taken them so long to get over truly what happened to them with ever this past person. And they like what you got. And they're definitely devoted to getting to know each other. And they're not going to lie about what they feel. But they need to make sure this isn't just a spark. They need to make sure you're not going to change into somebody that you're not. And it's good to take things slow. It really is. Slow doesn't mean you're going to ignore each other. Slow doesn't mean you're not going to see each other. It's balanced, and that if you two stay on that same page, there's going to be a day where it's the aha moment. This person, I don't need to heal my heart from them. They help heal my heart. This person, one day they're going to wake up and say, you will never break my heart, will you? We'll have our road bumps. I don't think you're perfect. We'll have our roller coaster moments, but we're roller coaster buddies. You really mean everything you say to me, don't you? And you're going to be like, yup. Duh. But not in a yes, I'm so glad you feel it way. A comical, like, easing the situation way. It is so much closer than you even realize, my friend. That's what I have for you. Coolio. And I'll see you when I see you. Let's get it.